Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to SkyFactory 3. So I'm over here at the auto gravel production and I had a comment to try putting the sieves together in anything from a 2x2 up to a 5x5, and it's supposed to sieve multiple items. Now this does work. Unfortunately, this has to be non-compressed gravel, and if we decompress a couple of them, we can see it'll dump gravel into all of them. The only problem with that is if your inventory is not full, it will throw the items way out. Now, the comment said probably have to build a building if I'm going to do that, but I kind of like the idea of having the gravel compressed. And these heavy sieves do not work in this multiple, multi-block type scenario. But we have been getting a lot of resources from this, and it's working really good. But sieving the gravel, you can see we have literally tons of gravel here right now, and I don't have time to sieve it. This system creates gravel almost faster than I can sieve it. So I think what we want to do instead is start looking at some power generation and getting the auto heavy sieve. Now the auto heavy sieve, we are going to have steel for that, and the only way that I have found to get steel first time out is with the blast furnace from Immersive Engineering. So it is going to take us a little bit to get to that point. But, so let's go ahead and take a look at what this is going to take. So the blast furnace bricks, I don't know if we can use these bricks or if we have to use the reinforced ones. No, that's going to be steel plates. So we're going to be starting out with these blast bricks, and this is going to take nether bricks. Now we can make netherrack, we can make netherrack by putting lava in a stone barrel and then clicking on it with redstone. So we will probably have to do that. Now we get 2 blast bricks from each one of these recipes, so that's 4 redstone each and 4 buckets of lava to get each one of these nether bricks, or to get each 2 of these blast bricks, I guess. So we're going to have to get a lot of lava and a lot of redstone, which we don't have a lot of redstone right now. We have 29 redstone at the moment. So it is going to be a little bit of a process to get that going. And while I'm getting all of that worked out, I'm also going to look at getting some power generation, and we're going to have to figure out where we're going to put this. Now, one thing that I was thinking was we're going up with a lot of like our mob farms and things like that. And I'd kind of like to go down for this ore processing. Now this is a very dangerous proposition, especially with no flight. And about the only way to do it is to drop water down and start building blocks downward. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to make up another one of these elevator blocks so that we can put an elevator block down below when we get there. And I think I'm going to go down about 20 blocks for that. And we're going to start building a setup down there. Also, I'm going to remove these sieves. I don't know that we don't need these meshes for that auto sieve, I don't believe. I think we just need, we just need the frame for that. But we can also put multiples of these together, and we won't have any issue as long as we can get power. So I'm going to get the water column down here built down, and I will see you guys in a little bit after I've got that sorted out. Dangerous beyond reason, but we have a little bit of stone going down here. I just removed the water source, and I have put 1 block of stone down here that will be showing up in just a second. So that 1 block of stone is going to be the height where we're going to be going to. So what I'm going to do now is grab some ladders And I didn't go down the full 20 blocks that I wanted to go down, but I think this should be enough. So what we want to do, eat. I took a little bit of drowning damage, which is not exactly great. But so what we want to do is come over here, we will get onto the ladder, and then hold shift. And what we can do then is place ladders below us and continue down all the way down to the bottom. Ooh! So that's not exactly a fun thing to do. We're going to grab the stone again, and this is dangerous too because we are now on the ladder. Okay, there we go. So we can place down a platform of stone down here, and we need a torch because mobs can now spawn down here, which is not exactly a good thing. Okay, so we have this. Now this column is directly underneath the central dirt block. So what we can do, if we come around here, and we're going to have to move the elevator that is up above too. But what we can do is put this elevator, I believe it is right here, and this should take us right back up here. So that is perfect. We now have an easy ability to get up and down. I'm going to set this in the floor so we can now go down to this level, which is where our power generation and ore processing is going to be, or we can go up to the top where our mob farm is. So that's really good. So now I am going to go ahead and build this out. Now I think what I'm going to do here is make this a large flattened circle, or an ellipsoid I guess is what they call it, and it looks like it's raining. So let's go ahead and come up here and get rid of this rain with some sleeping. But yeah, I'm going to make a large ellipsoid down there that we're going to put this in, and I'm not sure how big I'm going to make it, but it's going to have to be a fairly good size, and then eventually we are going to continue this big central column all the way down there to the bottom. So I want to have the center piece of it, the flat part in the center of the ellipsoid, at least as big as this central column. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research with plots.co.uk to figure out how big of an ellipsoid we need to make that look good, and then I'll get to building on that, and I will be back in a little bit. Well guys, we have some clear glass, or quite clear glass here from Ender.io. Made this stuff with a chisel, and there's a reason for it to be here, and that is a viewing platform. So we had a live stream and I built this. So one thing that was recommended during the live stream, and I really liked the idea, was to use snow for the main block of the base. So I set up in here a snow golem, and it is producing snow. Now I have here a mechanical crafter that is making snowballs into snow blocks, and we have quite a few snow blocks now. Now I also made a little bit of the snow layers, but that didn't quite work out the way that I wanted. But we do have a lot of snow, and we're going to be changing the entire base into that, accented with diorite and possibly a few other things. Now a couple other things. We have cows now. So while I was working on that, I had some cows spawn here. So we have some cows now. Got 4 of them. 3 of them spawned. I bred 1. And then I have moved the cobblestone creation and gravel smashing down into that new area. Now we still have a lot of compressed gravel here, but right now our gravel production is actually keeping up. And the problem that I'm having is actually taking the pieces of the ore, whatever the heck those things are. let's look up iron. Maybe I can find it there. These things, the ore pieces, getting those converted into the chunks. So to do that, I want to make an auto packager. Now this takes pistons, iron, and redstone and a crafting table, and I believe this takes power, but I don't know for sure. But this thing can produce 2x2 and 3x3 items. So we're going to go ahead and grab this too. This is the Stirling generator from Ender.io. We can use any furnace fuel item to power this thing. It takes stone bricks, a furnace, a piston, and these basic gears. Now the basic gears are just sticks and cobblestone, I believe. Yeah, sticks and cobblestone. So no big deal there. So we have our Stirling generator, and this is what it looks like inside of here right now. Now I did get this up to a 5x5 sieving area, and so I am not compressing the gravel anymore. But as you can see, I have tons of gravel available, and we need to drop this compressed cobble back in there. Our generator is actually keeping up with the cobblestone generation, so we don't have to worry about that. But what I want to do for now, I'm going to set down this Stirling generator. I'm going to set down the auto packager, and we want current mode 2x2, then 3x3, and actually I want to move this. Okay, come on. So I want to set this right here, and I don't have my transfer nodes and pipes and things like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this in here. We're going to put our transfer node and transfer pipe. Oh, are you kidding? What about a hopper? Will a hopper run into that thing? Let's try this. So if we put some iron ore pieces in here. No. What? Well, that just sucks. Okay. Well, I know that I've used this thing before, and I don't remember how to use it. Well, I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of checking to figure out how to use this thing, because I know this is what I am going to want to be using. And yeah, once I get that figured out, I'll be back. So much the same as the last time that I tried to use this auto packager, I had the same problems. And so I just watched back the old video that I made from the original SkyFactory, and this is what we need to make this auto packager work. So you need a chest on the left hand side for input, chest on the right hand side for output, and as long as we throw some power into here, we should start seeing stuff being auto crafted, I believe. So there's no power being stored in here yet, so I would imagine this... Yep, there we go. We've got some gold ore chunks coming in there. So this is very definitely working. Now, what I am seeing here is that is only pulling from the bottom half of the chest. Okay, well, let's take a look here real quick at chests. So what do we have for chests? We do have the iron chest mod. So I guess we could upgrade from our wood to iron. Not too expensive. If we do that, we could get all of this stuff in here. Now this, what is it making now? Okay, it's making prosperity blocks. Okay. So yeah, let's quickly make up a... Yeah, let's make the upgrade for that. So I'm going to make 2 of those. We'll make 2 iron chest upgrades. And we have the inventory of another crafting station available. That's actually really interesting. So over here, Now if we put our chest upgrade there, let's go ahead and grab all of this stuff and dump it in there. Now hopefully that will start grabbing all of the stuff out of this chest. Yep, looks like it's pulling the iron now. So that will take care of our crafting stuff. Now the reason I'm not using the auto crafter for this, or the mechanical crafter, is because that requires a recipe, and we could actually use one of these auto packagers for the compressing of cobblestone, but we can't use it to make things like our stone hammers or compressed stone. Well, we could use it for the compressed stone hammers, but majority of the stuff that we're going to be auto crafting, we're going to need the mechanical crafters. Now the advantage to this auto packager is that it will search to see if there is 4 items of a certain type in a chest, and if there is, it will try to craft them in a 2x2. If that doesn't work, it'll check to see if there is 9 items of that in there and try to craft them in a 3x3. So we're also getting blaze lamps. I think those come from the blaze powder. We have a block of diamond. And sorry about my phone, but yeah, this is going to be making our ore chunks for us, as well as a lot of other stuff. So I'm going to let this do its stuff. It's going to be making the coal blocks and everything too. So yep, I will be doing that, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So guys, I have had to shut down the cobblestone generator and the gravel smasher because we are completely full on our chests. We're almost completely full here. This one's clear full of dust, dust, and dust. Yeah, I have been sieving. I made another Sterling generator. We have quite a bit of the ore chunks here, and I think we still had some somewhere else, didn't we? Maybe not. Oh, over here. So yeah, we've got tons of ore chunks that need to be processed, and I was going to just go ahead and run furnaces, but I decided, why not? We'll go ahead and make our smeltery. So to make the smeltery we need clay, and for that we just put dust in a wooden barrel of water. I'm sure I've showed that before, but it's pretty simple. So I have a stack of clay blocks right now, and actually I think I was meant to... yeah, I was going to get this stuff into there, but I didn't have enough room. There we go. So now we need to grab some sand and gravel. So I think we need 4 sand and 4 gravel for every block of clay. So for that we'll need a little under half a stack of this compressed gravel. That gives us 3.5 stacks. Close enough. And yeah, I was running the sand back through here to make compressed sand and make that into dust. I was running the gravel through there. Just a lot of processing has been going on. But so now all that we need to do is put our gravel in the middle, and then we just need 4 clay in the middle, 4 gravel, 4 sand. And I believe this is shapeless crafting, so you can do it pretty much any way you want, but that will make grout. Now, of course, grout is what we need to make our smeltery, and we are going to be making one big smeltery. So let's go ahead and grab some furnaces. We've got to cook this grout now to make our seared bricks. And, let's see, I have 8, so that's 7. There's 8 stacks of that. Or 8 furnaces. Let's go ahead and grab some coal. And let's see here. I'm not going to be using this stuff indefinitely, so let's just go ahead and put in as much coal as we need to cook this. And then we will start actually constructing our smeltery. Now I'm thinking that I'm going to put the smeltery in this corner where I have the furnaces sitting right now. And so we'll just kind of be going around the room. So we'll start with cobble generation and pulverizing in that corner, sieving in this corner, smelting in this corner, and then that corner is going to be pretty much for storage of the items. So yeah, we're going to be using all four corners. We could also possibly set that corner up for power generation and lava generation. That might be a good idea too. But yeah, we're going to have to wait for a little while for this seared brick to get done, and then we're going to start making our smeltery. I have to gather up some glass, and also I need to get lava production going. So I do have a little bit of lava here. I have four buckets in here right now, but we're going to need a lot more than that. So I think we have enough bricks now to make at least a seared tank. We have some quite clear glass here that should work, and I think we're actually going to make the seared glass for this. So yeah, 3 of those, that ought to be good, and we'll head up, grab the lava that we have in here, and we need our seared tank here. Now these things, whoa, okay. Apparently that has changed. It used to be that the seared glass would hold lava. Okay, well, I guess we're not out much. What the? A bone white chicken? What? It had bone meal and chicken manure hanging off of it. What? What the heck are you? You're one of those weird chickens. And also, I noticed earlier, we have a dog, too, somewhere. Somewhere around here we have a dog. Oh, he ran into the cow pen with the cows. Nice. So, yeah, we have this guy. That's messed up. Eee. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and grab some more seared brick here. And actually, we didn't need to grab more glass. So I guess we'll make a seared gauge. That ought to work. So 4 of those. I think the seared windows we could still use in the smeltery. But now let's go ahead and set down this seared gauge. And my torch is gone from underneath there. So we'll go ahead and put down the torch. Try to get the last of that in there. So there's our 4 buckets of lava that we already had. And now that one says 4,000 millibuckets of lava, which is perfect. I'm going to let this one smelt out the 1,000 cobblestone that was in it. We'll get 1 more bucket of lava, and then we will use that lava for the lava generation. So let's go ahead and grab as many seared bricks as we have cooked at the moment, and we're going to make a few things real quick. So first we need a controller, just a ring of seared bricks, pretty simple. Then we need a drain, and we're going to need a couple of these actually. Let's go ahead and make 3 of them, I think. That ought to be good. We also need some faucets. And then we will need a casting table. And then I'm going to make 2 casting basins. Okay, the rest of this we are just going to make into bricks. So you can see why I needed to get so many of the grout, because we really don't have that many bricks here. But we should be able to at least get this set up and start getting it automated. Now, automating the smeltery is really easy, googly eyes. All that we need to do it is a couple of hoppers, and we really should make a fluid rather than using the seared. Let's take a look at the transfer node fluid. What do we need for that? Just a bucket. Same thing, just a bucket. Well, that's pretty simple. And we have an empty bucket on us. That ought to work just fine. Let's see here. Do we have... Yeah, we have an uncompressed cobble. We need 2 of them, though. And not cobblestone, redstone. Man, I am just fumbling over my words. Something terrible today. So let's go ahead and make up one of these. We need some stone and transfer pipe. Okay, well there's the transfer pipe. And the stone, we should have plenty of that around here somewhere. There we go. Now these guys will work a heck of a lot better than the faucets for this. And also, I will be able to use that to pull the lava straight out of the crucible into the forge. Smeltery. Yee, I'm having a terrible time with words. Okay, so we are going to make a very large smeltery. So I want it to end up 2 blocks back. So let's see here. I need to put one of those back. Alright, so that is 4 blocks from this side, 3 blocks from that side. Okay, so let's grab one more there. Now, I know the smeltery has been allowed to increase in size, so I probably should take a look at Tinker's Construct, the book, and just see how big this thing can actually be. So let's take a look at materials and the smeltery. So the smeltery can be any size from 3 by 3 to 11 by 11. Now, I'm assuming we can keep the corners off of it like this. So, yeah, what size do we want to go with here? Guess we can kind of look at how much room we have. I think we could do a 5 by 5 and pickaxe. Do I have a pickaxe down here? No, I don't. But I do have sticks and cobblestone. So we'll just go ahead and make another one real quick. And I don't know what is going on. My computer is really having some performance issues at the moment. So if we go a 5 by 5 base on this thing, every block that we put down here allows one more item to go into the smeltery. So this is going to allow 25 items per layer on the smeltery. So that is really cool. We're going to go ahead and put our smeltery controller here on the corner. We're going to put our seared gauge that has the lava in it right there. We will need the smeltery drains, and I think I'm going to put those right here. And then we need a lot more of the seared bricks. So let's see what we've got smelted up here. And actually, I think we may even want to get more grout than we had there with the 8 stacks. So let's see what we can do with these. Looks like about 49. Yep, 49 more blocks. Okay, well, we should have a completed smeltery now. And we'll go ahead and run this out here so that we have more stuff in it. So this is going to smelt 50 right now. And we need 20 more, so we're going to have one seared brick left after getting this to 3 levels, but this will now smelt 75 items in one shot. We need to put torches up on top of it here so that we don't get mob spawns. Let's go ahead and just place a block here. So we'll get put some torches up there. And there we go. So now we should be able to do 75 items. Now that is an awful lot of items. So let's go ahead and grab a whole bunch of our iron chunks. And we're going to drop these in here so it should... Let's go ahead and set out 75 and just see if that is what it's going to hold. So we need 50 plus 25. So that's how many it should hold. So if we go like that, It won't hold anymore. But yeah, 75 items in one shot. Now, how fast is that going to use the lava? It doesn't look like it's using it very fast at all. That is wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to go here. We're going to pick those guys up. And we're going to put our seared basins and our casting table right there. And then we're going to place... You know what? I think we're going to place item transfer nodes underneath those guys. And we'll put a transfer pipe. And then we need a chest. So, got some of the mineral planks here. Go ahead and make a whole bunch of chests. And we will put... Where the heck is the smeltery? Over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the chest right here. And then we're going to go back underneath, put our transfer nodes and transfer pipes underneath here. So if we put one there, and there, then we put a transfer node on here, and it actually placed the transfer node inside of it. Okay, so we're getting close to being automated here. Now the next thing that I want to do is to place a hopper into the side of this thing. We're going to place a chest on top of that. And now we can dump these guys in there, and it will automatically start filling the smeltery for us. Now, I think this is going to be a bit of a problem, because before 75 items can get in here, I think it's going to actually start melting them. But that's fine. I would rather have too much capacity than not enough. So let's just see how close this gets to full. Oh, that is cool that it actually puts them in there like that. So it actually looks like it's going to make it all the way through. Alright, so how close are these first ones? Looks like we could at least go one more layer up, feeding it with a hopper. So that's great. Now, the last step of this is putting our transfer nodes on here. We're going to put these on here, and then we actually need these guys to be separated from each other, but right now we're just doing iron, so it's no big deal. I'm not going to hook anything up to the casting table, because that won't even work anyway. But now once these solidify, they will automatically be pulled out into the transfer nodes underneath, and then placed into the chest. So all that we have to do now is place our chunks into this chest, and it will automatically take care of all of the smelting for us, and it's duplicating our ores. Now that is a bit of a problem. So we used to be able to use sticks to configure extra utilities. I wonder if we can still do that. Does not look like it. So let's take a look at those real quick. Extra utilities. Is there a wrench? Oh, yeah. Extra utilities does have a wrench now. It looks like a pipe wrench. And I have one of those that I've gotten out of a loot bag. I think, God, that guy scares me. I'm thinking it's a baby skeleton. No. No. Whoever put those in there... There we go. Okay, so now the next question is, can we separate in between these? Yes, we can. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull that out, and then I'm going to do this. There we go. So now each of those is independently powered, and we already have 8 blocks of iron. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We have 48 blocks in here. And it just keeps going up. Yep, I think our metal woes are taken care of. Now, we'll need to start moving all of these chunks over here. And I have so much junk in my inventory now. But I'm going to get all of these chunks moved over, get them smelted. I'm also going to have to take a look at the length of the episode because I do believe we're getting close to time. And, oh, that wrench works on Ender IO also. Neat. So we'll go ahead and put those in there just to let that do its business. And yeah, we should have some power built up in these now. And I'm just gonna get a few more things taken care of, and I will be back in a little bit. So guys, I've done a few more things here for helping out with the smeltery. First off, I automated clay production. So I have a fluid transfer node here with a mining upgrade. Now this mining upgrade is just some iron, lapis, and an iron pickaxe, and now that we have our smeltery, we got tons of iron. So that is pushing into the side of a wooden barrel. We have a hopper on the top, and all that we have to do is grab some dust. We put this in the hopper, and it will automatically start feeding it into the wooden barrel every time that it's full of water. And then this item transfer node will pull that out and put it into this chest. So we're getting clay blocks. All that I have to do is put the dust in there. Now the next thing is I have lava production set up here. So I up to 3 crucibles, and right now I only have 1 lava source. It does not affect the speed, but it does kind of look bad. And actually now I think we have enough that I could probably put at least 2 of them in here so that it would look a little better. But yeah, eventually the goal there would be 3 of them. But we will be having tons of lava here, and that is because we are out of lava in the smeltery already. So we do have quite a bit of stuff here. We've already gotten almost 2.5 stacks of iron blocks. And I mean, that is just absolutely incredible. But to get in here, we are going to have to remove all of these furnaces now. And where did the rest of them go? I don't know if I got them all or not. But then we can put lava in here. Now, of course, later on I will be moving this assembly underneath, and we'll have a transfer node just coming straight up from underneath to fill this thing. And that will keep it constantly full. We'll also, rather than having a chest full of cobblestone, have this hooked into our cobblestone generator, which is currently in a chest, because we don't need it at the moment. So that's where we're at right now. We're going to be getting tons, and oh, there's the rest of the furnaces. But we're going to be getting tons and tons of blocks of metal, and I'm probably going to have to increase the number of drains and basins that we're using here, because yeah, 2 of them cannot even come close to keeping up with this thing. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to think about. But yeah, we are out of time for today, so I'm going to have to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the googly eyes, be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts or comments about what's been going on or something that I could be working on, be sure to leave that down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!